Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. It is June 3rd, and I'm coming to you from my front porch this morning. We've already run some errands this morning, and I wanted to take just a minute before we get into our daily things and chores and things we want to accomplish today, just to talk just a minute about something I'm doing this month of June that you might be interested in following or you might be interested in joining, and that is the June Pantry Challenge that I'm doing. The June Pantry Challenge is a pantry challenge that was started by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. She calls it the Three Rivers Challenge, and she does it every January. And for the last 2 years, I have participated at home with my husband and my family in the Pantry Challenge. And basically what that is doing is you are using for a set amount of weeks or a set amount of time, mainly things out of your pantry to cook with. You are using up some of those things that you've bought up and that you've stored, and now you're trying to go work your way through them so nothing gets lost in the cabinets or in the back of the fridge or in the back of the freezer and you're wasting money. In 2022, the first year that I actually participated, the year before I just kind of watched from the sidelines, but in 2022 when I did the first Pantry Challenge, my husband and I were able to do 4 weeks of the Pantry Challenge. And then in this past 2023, we were able to go 6 weeks with our Pantry Challenge. Now, the Pantry Challenge is really, really great because not only does it allow you to use up those things that you've bought up or that you've home preserved up, but it also, the main goal is really to help you save money. If you're like me, when things go on loss leader sales, I buy and I stock up. And then they sometimes sit in my pantry a little longer than I want them to, and sometimes I just overlook them. So the Pantry Challenge, you know, the goal is to help you save money, but it's also to help you work through some of those things that you have bought that you can use up and that you can feed your family. We did the January Pantry Challenge, but Jessica has decided this year to do a Summer Pantry Challenge started June 1st. Now, today is June 3rd. But you can really put yourself in a pantry challenge at any point in time. So I started June 1st, but I deliberately did not do this video now because if some of you are kind of perfectionists like I tend to try to be, I sometimes derail myself before I even get started because I think, oh, it started June 1st, I can't do it, today's June 3rd. Well, guess what? You've derailed yourself. You can start yourself in a pantry challenge at any point in time and still come up with the same results. You can save money. You can use some of those things that are in your pantry, your freezer, your cabinets, and you can participate. Okay, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. But Jessica's Summer Pantry Challenge has a little bit of a twist to it because now we have things in our pantries that we need to use up, but we also have a few fresh items that are coming in from our gardens. Like right now in my garden, I have just harvested. I've got onions, I've got lettuce. God is providing wild things like wild plums. There are blackberries that we're picking now. And so those are things that we can incorporate and use our pantry staples that we've preserved or that we've bought up or that were given to us. And we can also incorporate some fresh growing things that are currently in season as well. One of the things I really like about the Pantry Challenge rules is that the rules are your own. You make your own rules. And Jessica stresses that in her videos, that you make your own rules for your family situation because everybody's family dynamics is different. Everybody's health needs may be different. And so you make the rules that are best for you and your family. Some people set a dollar amount that they would spend in a month's time, and that would be the only amount of money they would spend on going to the store. Some people say absolutely no money is going to be spent at the store buying groceries or anything like that. Some people set a goal of okay, I'm going to go 4 weeks without going to the store. I'm going to do the Pantry Challenge for 4 weeks. I'm going to go 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks. However you want to set this up and design it, you can set it up to best meet your family's needs. Some people set a goal of how much money that they want to save. If you were to analyze my Walmart bills from where we buy groceries, definitely is going to save us money by not going to Walmart as much, not buying those things that are unnecessary. It also helps with your dietary needs. There may be things that you need to buy for your dietary needs. Like right now, because of health issues, my husband and I are doing low carb. And so there are some goals that we're trying to reach and some things that we're trying to do. So there's a few things we're going to have to tweak just a little bit. But I wanted to share my rules with you for this pantry challenge for the month of June. I really don't have a set amount of weeks that I want to go. I know the month of June has about 4 weeks, and there are a few caveats that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to say that one thing that we're going to do is we're going to eat at home more. Okay, we usually eat out 2 to 3 times a week, so we're going to go down to maybe, instead of eating out 3 times a week, we're going to eat out maybe 1 time a week, no more than 2 times a week. And we're going to cook at home more. That definitely is going to save us money, because not only is our groceries going up, but the price of food when you go out to eat is also going up. I'm going to set a budget for myself for $50 a week for groceries. That's going to be to buy loss leaders that I find really good sales on. That's also going to be to buy milk that I don't produce here on our little homestead, bread that I don't produce here on our homestead, and things like that, maybe bananas and things, some fresh fruits and things that I can't provide here. And one of my third goal is to try at least 1 new recipe a week. And I love that. I love to try new things. And so I've got a goal. I've got some things in my refrigerator that I've never used before that were given to me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to use those in a new recipe. And I hope to bring you along for all of that. Now, there are a couple of caveats that I do need to share with you. I have set a goal of $50 a week for buying groceries. Well, I just put a down payment deposit on a hog, half of a hog that I've bought. So I'll be paying for that in June, and I'll be bringing that into our homestead. I'm going to try not to use very much of that meat during this pantry challenge, because that actually was bought and is purchased as food going forward. Also, a second caveat is that in June, we usually make a huge Sam's run. I don't go to Sam's very often, but when I do, I usually spend $250, $300 on stuff, most of it junk. So I did go to Sam's yesterday. I did not buy very much, and I'll show you that little haul. And I'll try to show you my little grocery haul throughout the month, and we'll see at the end of the month how I did with my goal of $50 a week, trying to rein in my spending and rein in what we're bringing into the home. So that's the second caveat. The third caveat is that we are going on vacation. We're going to be eating out then. So that is off the table as far as us eating out. We will be eating out during vacation. We will be enjoying that time together. And I just wanted to bring those things to mind as we go through this month of June together. I do want to share with you what we're eating and some of the recipes that we'll be using. I would like to share with you. I hope it'll be something that you will enjoy. I do want to turn the camera around and share with you the small Sam's haul that we had. I hope that you'll join us here on the Pantry Challenge for June. Pick up where you are. Don't have to start at a certain date. Don't have to go for, you may just want to try it for a week. Now, I will put this out there. If you do not have a well-stocked pantry, this is probably not the time that you want to do a pantry challenge. You need to be buying up the loss leaders that you see at the grocery store. And if you're not sure what a loss leader is, drop that down in the comments, and I'll be glad to share that with you and teach you a little bit about what loss leaders are and how to utilize the loss leaders to stock up your pantry and to begin to build that pantry up so that you have resources when you find things at the lowest price that you can build up your pantry stock with. Then you can do a pantry challenge later on. I've already started thinking about that. Maybe the possibility has come to mind that I might try to put myself in a pantry challenge about once a quarter. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how long this pantry challenge lasts and how it goes for us. So I hope that you'll consider joining us. I hope that you'll follow along, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks for joining.